Sania Mirza burst into our collective consciousness when she turned pro 4 years ago. In a country starved of female role models, her dogged climb on the WTA circuit, unique style and spunky attitude got her the spotlight effortlessly. This year, Sania hit her career best ranking of 27 but couldn't hang on to it for too long. So is this as good as it gets for India's most successful female tennis player? She sure doesn't think so.
Sania, as of August, you were number 28 in the world, 27.
I don't follow the rankings, so I don't know.
Does it mean that you're not focused on them? They just happen, you go up, you go down? Because we celebrate a lot every time, or at least in the media, there seems to be a sense that, hey, Sania is climbing up the rankings.
Yeah, but I think for tennis players, or for athletes for that matter, ranking is just a number, because we judge our performance and the way we're playing on the way we feel, how we're hitting the ball, on how we're feeling, and whether we're winning enough matches. You know, at the beginning of the year, for example, I was somewhere around 70s, and everyone, of course, again was writing me off and said that I'm finished and it was just a fluke and so on and so forth. And suddenly I was doing exactly the same thing that I was doing in January, and I was doing exactly the same thing that I was doing in August, but I was 28 in the world, and everything that I did was suddenly all good and perfect. So I think
so you think these numbers to an athlete who is playing the game don't mean much?
If we follow numbers, we cannot be performing, because every time we step on the court, we're thinking, I'm 28 and I'm playing number 32 and I have to win this match. Then it's not happening, you know. I just watched Roger just lost to Gonzalez. That doesn't make Gonzalez Roger Federer, but you know, he's still 8 in the world and Roger's 1. So, you know, tennis has so much depth right now that I think, you know, whether you're 70, 80, 1 or 10 really doesn't matter. It's about how you play on that particular day. For the media, of course, it's different,
you know, I
right?
don't know why. It is our sense of trying to understand what is it that you are aiming for, what is it that you have achieved. You know, because
it's theory. For people in the media and for people, numbers are very important, whether you're 1 or you're 10.
Are you saying it doesn't matter to you at all? Wouldn't you like to be a top 10 player?
Yeah, I would, but I'm not saying that tomorrow, if for some reason I get injured and I retire, I'm going to say I had a very bad career in my life. You know, I've been 26 in the world or whatever, I've been my highest ranking, and I'm not going to say, oh, I had the worst career, I didn't make it to top 10.
You're what now, 20, 21? Not the ranking, the
I'm
age.
20.
Because I think we are recording this in the week of your birthday, isn't it?
I am. I'm 21 in a couple of days.
When did you become this tough nut?
In my head, I'm not 21. I've never been. I can tell you that.
Ancient.
I mean, I'm ancient. No.
You are a tough nut. No, you know what I mean by that,
course,
isn't it?
But I think success and failure teaches you a lot. And the things that we've been through as tennis players, even though it's just a sport, you know, we go through a lot to reach wherever we are today. You meet thousands of people, you travel to so many places, and you don't have a normal life. You're away from your family and friends, and you know, just sleeping in one day is a luxury. So you learn a lot with these things. I can't explain to you how exactly you learn, because you just learn. But the last few years I've learned a lot in my life, and I guess that's why I'm the tough nut that you say.
You always lose some to win some, okay? You always give some to get some. So nothing comes for free. But do you feel maybe that it would have been fun to be more carefree, not already on your career path at 21?
And not already 45 in your mind than 21.
45, is it? I was putting it at 65. You're 45.
No, yeah, sometimes it does.
When do you feel, when are the moments, tell me, that you feel,
Moments when I just want to go out and I don't want someone to stare at me and say, wow, oh, why is she wearing that? Or why does she have her hair like that? Or look what she's doing. Or look how she's done. There are moments like that when I just want to be myself, and I want to have like kind of a wheel and just say, you know, I want to do my thing and you do your thing like the other 500 people in the restaurant are doing. Why don't you let me do my thing?
Yeah, you were at
Always
the the Indo-Pak cricket series,
Right.
Mohali. You were watching the match, and I think every time I tuned in, pretty often, we saw you flashed on that big screen that they have in the stadium. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I would love to be flashed on a big screen in the
Good
stadium.
and bad. Well, bad because you're watching a cricket match and you're doing what you love, but you still, if I was anyone, because my best friend was with me there, and she was going ballistic. I mean, she was just screaming, and I so wished I could do that, but I was always probably thinking, I was thinking maybe I'm going to be flashed. I can't become a hooligan here, so I have to really, watch it. Those are times, but good in a way. I think it gives you a great high, because every time they flashed me on the TV, on that screen, I'm telling you very honestly, every time they did, the whole stadium started screaming, and that's something that I think anyone would give up anything for.
Yeah, 45-year-old again.